The Republican Party on Friday censured U.S. Representatives Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger for joining Congress's probe of then-President Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election, calling the January 6th Capitol attack legitimate political discourse.
Ms. Cheney?
Cheney and Kinzinger voted to impeach Trump on a charge of incitement of insurrection after last year's deadly January 6th Capitol riot and are the only Republicans taking part in the House probe of the attack. The RNC Friday passed a resolution rebuking Cheney and Kinzinger for their involvement on the January 6th Select Committee, accusing them of participating in a Democrat-led persecution of ordinary citizens engaged in legitimate political discourse. 4 people died on January 6th, and a Capitol police officer died the next day. About 140 police officers were injured, and 4 later died by suicide. The resolution passed on a voice vote as 168 members of the RNC gathered for their winter meeting in Salt Lake City. The yes votes were overwhelming, with just a handful of nays, according to reporters at the meeting.
The president is unfit.
The statement said Cheney and Kinzinger's actions hurt Republican efforts to win back majorities in Congress, and said the RNC will immediately cease any and all support of them as party members. But it stopped short of calling for their expulsion from the party as initially proposed. Trump, who retains a strong grip over his party as November 8th midterm congressional elections draw closer, has been on the warpath against Republicans he sees as disloyal to him. Both Cheney and Kinzinger issued statements in anticipation of Friday's vote. Cheney said, quote, "The leaders of the Republican Party have made themselves willing hostages to a man who admits he tried to overturn a presidential election and suggests he would pardon January 6 defendants, some of whom have been charged with seditious conspiracy." A few Republicans, such as Senator Mitt Romney, criticized the RNC's move, tweeting, "Shame falls on a party that would censure persons of conscience who seek truth in the face of vitriol."